Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer wants to set expectations right away. If you're looking for a scooter that can handle hills for someone over 200 pounds, this model's motor and battery combination might feel a little underpowered. Our reviewer also cautions against taking the advertised range at face value, suggesting it's more realistic for a much lighter person on favorable terrain. For those living in a hilly environment, this client strongly recommends considering the more powerful version available. The extra investment is apparently well worth it for the improved performance you'll appreciate on inclines. That said, for its intended purpose, this is a delightful electric scooter. Our reviewer found it to be exceptionally fun for shorter journeys like a 4 or 5 mile round trip. It charges quickly and can reach a brisk top speed on flat surfaces, though the motor does cut out at the legal limit, making downhills more of a coasting experience. Comfort is a standout feature, easily accommodating riders up to 6'4". The combination of shock absorbers, wide fat tires, and a cushioned seat results in an impressively smooth ride. On level ground, the acceleration is surprisingly zippy, and the scooter feels agile enough to easily dodge potholes with a very good turning radius, making it a perfect example of cheap thrills. To get the most out of the experience, the reviewer suggests a few key accessories, such as a helmet, extra inner tubes, a good tire pump, mirrors, and a cable lock. A couple of practical tips were also shared. The brakes are effective, but it's best to always apply the rear brake first, as the high center of gravity could make a sudden front-wheel stop a bit risky. Finally, it's a wise idea to get extra keys made. Since the key is located low to the ground, it could be vulnerable during a spill, so having spares is just good sense.
Great! Now let's see what our next reviewer has to say about their experience.
This reviewer found their new electric scooter arrived very well packaged, with no signs of damage from the shipment. Our client mentioned that the assembly process was refreshingly straightforward, involving far fewer parts than an electric bike they had previously put together. After a brief look through the manual, they took the machine for a quick test ride around the neighborhood. The initial experience was positive, it accelerated quickly, and the brakes proved to be effective and reliable. While on the move, our reviewer didn't immediately see how to change the speed settings, but chose not to experiment too much for safety's sake. For perspective on the scooter's size and feel, the user is a taller individual at over 6 feet and around 200 pounds, and they found the fit to be quite suitable. The overall build quality of this electric ride seems to be a real highlight. This client was impressed with the frame's construction, noting that all the welds were complete and solid, which hasn't always been their experience with other products. A particularly nice feature is the adjustable rear shock absorbers, which they said help to create a much smoother ride over bumps in the road. While they haven't had a chance to fully drain the battery yet, the rides they have taken have barely made a dent in the power level, according to the gauge on the LED display. A useful security feature is the key lock located on the lower frame, which allows the unit to be completely immobilized. Our reviewer does offer a helpful tip. Be careful not to lay the scooter on its right side, as the key can make contact with the ground and potentially break off. Overall, they see this as a great ride for visiting family to enjoy.
Excellent! Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer has been putting this electric scooter through its paces for a few weeks now, and reports a largely positive experience. The ride itself is notably comfortable, a huge plus thanks to the decent shock suspension integrated into both the front and rear. This feature has proven particularly helpful in navigating the numerous uneven roads and potholes common in a bustling city environment, making for a much smoother journey than one might expect. On the right handlebar, our reviewer found a clear and useful display. This handy interface allows easy toggling between essential information such as the odometer, current speed, time spent riding, and the battery's power output. The electric scooter also offers 3 different speed variations, providing flexibility for various riding conditions. Safety at night is well addressed with a bright, adjustable front light that's easy to activate. complemented by a rear light that illuminates brightly for visibility in the dark and acts as a brake light when needed. One important consideration this client points out is the electric scooter's low profile. Both the platform and the seat sit close to the ground. For anyone seeking a ride with more height or who prefers to stand while commuting, this particular model might not be the ideal fit. However, for those who appreciate a seated option, the comfort of the seat is confirmed. Adding to its practicality, there's a convenient basket at the back, perfect for carrying small items. Assembly for this two-wheeled ride is straightforward, requiring only light work, and thoughtfully all the necessary tools are included. To keep it running optimally, our reviewer suggests investing in some lubricating spray for maintenance and recommends regularly checking tire air pressure and ensuring all nuts and bolts remain tight. A minor quirk involves the ignition key. It's located at the bottom of the platform and needs to remain in place while the scooter is in use. This client add.
That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Let's chat in the comments. See you in the next one.